Hey everybody, it's Lori Cloud with Keller Realty in Nashville, and it's summer, we made it. Okay, congratulations. I hope everybody's been staying well, and I know it's really hard because we kind of want to go, I'm tired of all this hand washing, but highly encourage you to keep putting on your face mask. All right, let's talk about what's going on in the real estate market here in the greater Nashville area. So we just got our May numbers in. And of course, we expected numbers to be down. So we're down about 20% from where we were a year ago. And the good news is that we are seeing that we have like 4,000 deals pending in June, which would put us kind of like right back at par with what happened in May of 2019. So we really are hoping that summer is the new spring selling season, right? Because people are getting a lot more comfortable with kind of the new normal, right? So let's talk about what's been happening with days on market. Our days on market right now are at 31. I mean, that's the same number basically I've been telling you for the past about 5 months. We really have not seen that number change too much because why? The common thread is that we still have an inventory shortage here. We only have 1.8 months supply. To get to a balanced market between sellers and buyers, you need a 6-month supply. So sellers are still calling the shots. So if you have a home to sell and you are ready to cash out on the equity and you've been wondering like, is this the top of the market? Well, I don't have a crystal ball, but I will tell you this, that if you waited to buy in 2020 from 2019 in May, you are now paying 3% more for the same place. A typical single family home in the sort of greater Nashville area is now about $330,000. Now, if you are buying a condo and you are in that market, here's the good news. Home prices are up 3% and condo prices are down 3%. So you can get in a condo for $225 depending on what neighborhood you're in, but that's a great number, and you would have paid $232 a year ago. So that hopefully is a little bit of encouraging news for some people that I still think that they're like, I'm waiting for a bargain. I'm waiting for a deal. You know where the deals are? The deals are in land if you want to buy a lot that got hit by a tornado. That's about the only kind of deal I am seeing at the moment, which is a sad kind of deal to have to see. So let's talk about what is happening in some specific zip codes, because I also get a breakdown and can see what kind of inventory is available there as well. So as much as we saw, basically the only bright spot we saw where sales were up in May was the 37209. That's my home zip code from Sylvan Park, the nation's Charlotte Park, that kind of West Nashville corridor space. That's the 37209. So they actually had an increase of 12% in closed sales volume. And of course, product over there is going fast. Now, place where it's gone, I told you, in the county, it's about 31 days. Well, in the 37210, days on market is 7. Okay. The typical price in that zip code is $342,000. Now, a year ago, it took 23 days to sell in that zip code. So that's a hot zip code to be paying attention to. Obviously, we have a lot of first-time home buyers and investors at that kind of a price point. Now, let's talk about where we have seen the most dramatic declines in closed sales volume in the Davidson County area. And that is the 37215, which is Green Hills area. That's our luxury market to a large degree. Those are older established neighborhoods. That is a super compelling neighborhood that a lot of people want to be in. They were down 58%. Oh, sorry, just 57%. And their days on market were 23 days. But their average price point over there is $893,000. Now, Brentwood and the 37027, this is really getting close to the Williamson County line, over just as you crossing off I-65, a lot of suburbs and subdivisions over there. So their days on market were 9. So phenomenal, 9 days on market. So again, the decline in these closed sales volume in Green Hills and Brentwood is not due to people not wanting to live in those neighborhoods or anything like that. It is due to a complete lack of inventory. And so I know a lot of people, those are more kind of like family neighborhoods, and sometimes a little bit older population. And so yes, these are the folks who are going to be a little more hunkered down and have more concerns about, just trying to be cautious for their family. Now, the good news is that we have taken so many precautions in the real estate industry to make sure everyone is as safe as possible. And even as we start to open up with hosting open houses again, I did one last weekend in Bellevue, 20 people showed up. Everybody had face masks. Everybody came in one party at a time. We're definitely doing things smartly and disinfecting after everyone. And that home happens to be vacant. And there are a lot of vacant homes. My homeowner just decided he was just going to go rent while he was selling. And you're going to hear more and more of that if people have an alternate place to go, they're going to put their house on the market, it could be vacant. But it's okay if people are still occupying as well, because again, we are gloved up, masked up, have our disinfectant, touching as little as possible, and we are doing virtual open houses, we are doing virtual showings. People, when they're shooting the photography in their home, they're doing 3D tours, so you can really get a good feel for the flow. And I think these are some trends that are going to stick with us, because we all love to shop from home, and it just made it that more even easier to know, is this really the house for me? Because we all know that sometimes the photos gets confusing about which bedroom was that, it's off, what bathroom, what. So this gives you a chance to see it. Plus, I'm totally happy to go see a home for you if you want me to go and make sure it's exactly what you're looking for. So that's it. That's your report. The good news is June's looking up. If you have a home or you would like to know exactly what's going on specifically in your neighborhood, I'd love to pull the stats and share it with you so you have the intel to make an informed decision about whether it's time for you to put your home on the market. Talk to you soon.